Boatman winds. The 3-2 pitch is a fastball in there called strike 3, and Fairweather down on strikes for the second time here this afternoon as he's caught looking at the offering from Boatman. And that brings up the cleanup man, Sal Munoz. Oh, Munoz looks at the first pitch from Boatman as it's called strike. Boatman ahead of the cleanup batter. No balls, 1 strike. Munoz that RBI single in the first. And that ball just misses Munoz. Munoz upset with himself for not taking the free pass. The count even 1 ball, 1 strike. Boatman looks into his catcher tweet for the sign. He winds. The 1-1 pitch is driven back up the middle. Clean single by Munoz. Fielded by Sayre. Back in quickly to McClary. And Sal Munoz 2 for 3 here this afternoon against Boatman. And he's aboard for the number 5 hitter, first baseman, number 9, Alex Adame. Breaking ball over the outside part of the plate called strike 1. That was pitch number 80 from Boatman. .53 strikes here this afternoon. And time is called by Adame at the plate, granted by the home plate umpire. Sal Munoz with his lead at first. Boatman looks in a tweet for the sign. Boatman sets the waist. The 0-1 pitch. Ground ball through the right side behind Sal Munoz. Fielded by Sutton Tompkins. Throw into the third baseman. Stopped nicely by Cade McKechnie. But the Saints are in business here in the top of the 6th. Runners at first and second with 1 out for the designated hitter, Ryan Poirier. And tweet out to talk to the right-hander Boatman. Poirier 0 for 2 this afternoon, flew out to the second baseman, Makoa Kopp, and struck out swinging in the 4th. Bats here with an opportunity to add to the Saints' lead. Line totals for the Saints, 1 run on 6 hits, 1 error for the Panthers. No runs, no hits, no errors. Top of the 6th inning. Poirier waits. The pitch from Boatman is a sweeping breaking ball in there, called strike 1. Five strikeouts this afternoon for Boatman. Panthers will love a ground ball double play here. And breaking ball swung on a miss. Gets away from Tweet, but not far enough for Munoz to advance as he scampers back to second base. And Boatman ahead of the designated hitter. No balls, 2 strikes. Boatman checks on the runner at second base, Munoz, and now time called by Poirier at the plate. Poirier settles back into the box as Boatman sets the pitch. Another breaking ball, this one off the plate outside, ball 1. Good 0-2 pitch by Boatman. Poirier not willing to chase. Boatman's 1-2 pitch. Another breaking ball in there, called strike 3, and Poirier does not agree. And now 2 outs, first and second. That brings up the center fielder, Alonso Vergara. So Poirier strikeout number 6 for Boatman here this afternoon. Poirier down twice on strikes, one swinging, one looking now. And the pitch to Vergara is in there, called strike 1. Vergara 0 for 2. Struck out swinging in the second, flew out to the right fielder Tompkins back in the fourth. Bats here in the sixth with 2 outs, 2 aboard. And the 0-1 pitch by Boatman is ball 1. Tweed had trouble receiving that breaking ball. Able to keep it in front though. And the count's even 1 ball, 1 strike. Panthers will have 9-1-2, Sayre, McClary, and Wheeler in the bottom half of the 6th. And that fastball misses out of the zone, ball 2. Boatman looking to get his team back into the dugout, keep it a 1-run ball game. Checks on Munoz at second. The 2-1 pitch is a breaking ball outside. And now Vergara had 3 balls, 1 strike. In the on-deck circle, the catcher, A.J. Santamaria, who's 2 for 2 this afternoon. Well, for the Panthers, this is the guy you want to challenge right here. You want to go get him. 3-1 pitch. Breaking ball called, strike 2. So the count's full, 3 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. The runners will be moving on the pitch. And Boatman sets the pitch. Another breaking ball called, strike 3. And Boatman pitches around. Back-to-back singles with 1 out, leaves him stranded as he ends up striking out the side, all looking. And we're headed to the bottom half of the 6th inning. The Saints still leading the Panthers 1-0. Leading off the bottom half of the sixth inning for the Panthers, the number 9 man in the order, center fielder Dan Sayre. Sayre 0 for 1 this afternoon, flew out to the left fielder, is only at bat, drops down a bunt, and that'll be a clean single for Sayre, who floated down the first baseline, and that is the first hit of the ball game for the Panthers. And that rolls the lineup over. Shortstop Nick McClary come to the dish. Quick check on Sayre over at first base. He's back in safely. Well, the Panthers finally do break through in the hit column, and now McClary shows bunt, pulls back on a ball, and Sayre is in with the stolen base at second. Well, 1 ball, no strikes. McClary 0 for 2, flew out to the left fielder, popped out to the first baseman, and breaking ball is in there, called strike 1. Corner infielders for the Saints playing in on the grass, expecting McClary to bunt. Quick check on Sayre at second base, not handled by Stevenson. Ends up being knocked down by Sayre, who was sliding back into second. And Austin Tremelling sets the 1-1 pitch. Driven through the left side past Stevenson, the shortstop. Third base coach Hennings waving Sayre all the way, and just like that, the no-hitter's gone, the shutout's gone, and we got a tie ball game 1-1 at the U. So McClary delivers, and he has his lead at first base. Designated hitter TJ Wheeler up to bat. Quick check on McClary before we get a pitch to Wheeler. He's back in safely. Wheeler 0 for 2, flew out to the shortstop, grounded out to the shortstop. And McClary, high throw, unable to be handled by the shortstop Stevenson. It gets away from him, trying to apply the tag. And McClary advances another 90 feet after the stolen base on the air by Stevenson. High throw. Stevenson went up nicely to get it, but in trying to slam the tag down on McClary, lost grip of the ball, and it squirted away. And Stevenson's momentum carried him out of the play as McClary advanced to third base. 90 feet away for Wheeler. Breaking ball swung on a miss, and Wheeler behind, no balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch fouled down at the plate by Wheeler as he stays alive. Another 0-2 pitch by Tremelling. Hammered down the first baseline, but foul by Wheeler. The count remains no balls, 2 strikes. Saints play the corners in, middle back here with McClary at third base, nobody out. In a 1-1 ball game, bottom of the 6th inning. pitch, fastball fouled down. Hits off Wheeler in the box as it trickles out into fair territory, but foul ball called by the home plate umpire. And Wheeler continues to battle, still behind no balls, 2 strikes. Trying to put the ball in play and make something happen here. See if he can bring McClary home. Breaking ball once again fouled down the first base line. The 0-2 pitch, breaking ball outside, ball 1. So for those of you just joining us, 1-1 ball game here between the Mission Saints and the Sac City Panthers. Saints 1 run, 6 hits, 1 error. For the Panthers, 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. Both those hits and the run coming here in the bottom half of the 6th inning as another foul ball off the bat of Wheeler straight back into the net. Ninth pitch of the at-bat upcoming and lays off. The appeal, and he says he did not go. Looked like the field umpire raised his right hand. Clarification over to the Mission dugout. He was confirming that the ball was caught, thinking that his partner behind the dish had called strike 3 on the swing. On the appeal, verifies that he did not go. So the count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fastball, and that's in there, called strike 3. So Wheeler unable to bring him home. That brings up the catcher, Tanner Tweet. So Wheeler battled, unable to pull the trigger on that outside fastball, and he's down looking. So now 1 away, McClary's still at third base. Breaking ball, and Tweet hangs off the pitch. He's had 1 ball, no strikes. Saints now bring the middle infielders even with the bases as well. Trying to cut down the run at home plate. And that time Tweet unable to hang down. That time the home plate umpire signaled that Tweet went. Field umpire thought he appealed, said he didn't go. A little confusion here between the umpires. And count 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch number 76 from Trey Melling. This ball sent out to right field. That'll score McClary for sure. That ball's off the fence. And Tweed will be aboard with a stand-up double as the Panthers take the lead 2-1. Well, that brings up the first baseman, Nick Sorelli. As the 1-out RBI double by Tweet has him in scoring position. The Panthers 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. 2 runs, 3 hits, all coming here in the bottom of the 6th with just 1 out. And the big right-hander for the Saints steps off. Wants his catcher, Santa Maria, to go through the sign sequence again. Now the pitch. His fastball way outside, ball 1. Sorelli 0 for 2, grounded out to the second baseman. lined out to the center fielder. And the breaking ball swung on and missed by the left-handed hitting Sorelli. It's the count 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch swung on and missed by Sorelli, and he's behind 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch by Trey Melling. High fly ball out to the center fielder. Drifting back is Vergara. Tagging on the play is Tweet. And he advances 90 feet to third. And that brings up the third baseman, Cade McKechnie. The 0 pitch to McKechnie, inside corner, called strike 1. McKechnie grounded out to the third baseman, popped out to the first baseman, and that pitch is swung on and missed, and McKechnie in the hole, no balls, 2 strikes. Trey Melling's 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed into the glove of the catcher, but the Panthers get 2 on 3 hits. They strand 1. We're headed to the top of the 7th. The Panthers lead the Saints 2-1. So for the Saints here in the top of the seventh, now trailing the Panthers 2-1, it's Santa Maria, the catcher, and he greets new pitcher Marshall Hunt with a single, and so Santa Maria stays hot, 3 for 3 here this afternoon. Makes the 3-2 strikeout of Vergara to end the last half inning. All more important as it did not load the bases for the hot-hitting Santa Maria. That brings up the left fielder, number 29, Isaac Munoz. Munoz, no official plate appearance. He walked in the second, had that sacrifice bunt back in the fifth. And fastball in the hands by Hunt, swung on and fouled down at the plate. So after the conversation by Tweet and Hunt, back ready for action. Called strike two, and Isaac Munoz in the hole. The 0-2 pitch by Marshall Hunt is a breaking ball in the dirt, and the home plate umpire says Munoz went. He runs down to first, but he'll be out as first was occupied. But advancing to second base on the wild pitch was Santa Maria. So one out for the leadoff man, Stevenson. So the tying run for the Saints at second base. The leadoff man, Stevenson, who's 1 for 3 this afternoon. And he looks at a fastball from Hunt called strike one. It's the first appearance for Marshall Hunt of the season. Check on the runner, Santa Maria. The 0-1 pitch is fouled out of play down the left field line, and Hunt ahead of Stevenson. No balls, 2 strikes. Hunt has the sign from his catcher, Tweet. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball up and in on the hands of Stevenson, fouled softly down the third baseline. The count remains no balls, 2 strikes. So for Dennis Boatman, who's in line for the victory here today, 6 innings pitched, 6 hits, 1 run, 2 walks against 7 strikeouts. And kept the Panthers in the game long enough for them to scratch their first hits and their first runs of the game across in the bottom of the 6th. And the breaking ball by Hunt is outside, and they count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hunt sets the belt to pitch. A breaking ball just outside off the plate, says the home plate umpire, and the count's even 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, runner at second. Leadoff man Stevenson looks at the 2-2 pitch up and out of the zone, ball 3. Two hoppers for Elliott at first. Underhand toss to Hunt, who covers, and the putout is recorded 3-1 as Santa Maria moves up to third base. But now 2 outs for the number 2 man, Izzy Galindo. Galindo 0 for 3 here this afternoon. 3 flyouts. 1 to the second baseman, 1 to the first baseman, 1 to the left fielder. As Hunt's pitch, a breaking ball. Blocked nicely by Tweet. Marshall Hunt's 1-0 pitch is fouled out of play down the right field line. Panthers homestand continues this Friday and Saturday as they welcome in the Dons of De Anza College. Friday night's game, 6 p.m. Saturday afternoon at 1 p.m. right here from Union Stadium. Last fastball by Hunt up and out of the zone, so the count 2 balls, 1 strike to the 2-man second baseman Izzy Galindo. Breaking ball misses, and the count's 3 balls, 1 strike in favor of Galindo. In the on-deck circle for the Saints, the right fielder Fairweather. Ground ball, diving McClary stops it, scrambles to get to his feet, but an infield single by Galindo, and this ball game is tied as Santa Maria comes home to plate the second run of the game for the Saints. Great play by McClary to get there and knock it down, and quick scramble, but the fleet of feet Galindo got down the first baseline with an infield single. That brings up Fairweather. Breaking ball up out of the zone, ball 1. So Boatman gets a no decision as now Hunt becomes a pitcher of record for the Panthers. Breaking ball in the dirt, blocked nicely by Tweet as Galindo scampers back to first base. Two balls, no strikes to the right fielder Fairweather. Fastball outside, 3 balls, no strikes. Hunt sets at the waist, 3-0 pitch. The fastball up, ball 4. So the free pass issued to Fairweather. Puts runners at first and second, 2 outs for the cleanup man, Sal Munoz, who's 2 for 3 here this afternoon. Breaking ball in the dirt. Gets away far enough for Galindo to advance to third base. Now runners at the corners. On the wild pitch. Saints 1 run across, 2 hits here in the top of the 7th inning. Fly ball off the bat of Sal Munoz out to left field, and Kobayashi in for the catch. But the Saints get a run, and we are tied 2-2. It's time to stretch at the U. Well, leading off the bottom half of the 7th inning for the Panthers is right fielder Sutton Tompkins as he floats that one into left center. Leadoff single to greet the new pitcher for the Saints, number 30, Jackson Ertz. And that brings up the left fielder Maimu Kobayashi. So leadoff man aboard for the Panthers here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. That pitch in on the hands of Tompkins just a bit, but he's able to muscle it out to left center field. 2-2 tie ball game here, bottom of the 7th inning. Bunt attempt by Kobayashi is foul down the first base line. Kobayashi looking to head coach Derek Sullivan for the offensive signal. He's got the sign. Tompkins with his lead at first. Big right-hander Jackson Ertz into the ball game. And change up, and Kobayashi out in front of that one. Cues it off the end of the bat, and Ertz is ahead. No balls, 2 strikes. Ertz sets at the chest. 0-2 pitch fastball, grounded to the third baseman. Sal Munoz to his knee, over to second for 1, over to first, not in time for the second out. And that brings up the second baseman, Makoa Kopp. So hard ground ball off the bat of Kobayashi, but Munoz had to go to his knee to make sure he fielded the ball cleanly. And just that split second to pop back up and get the throw over to the second baseman allows Kobayashi to get down that first baseline. Kobayashi off and running. Throw towards the second base side. Gets away. Kobayashi advancing to third. In ahead of the tag. So stolen base, E2 on the throw, and Kobayashi 90 feet away with the go-ahead run for the Panthers. So Makoa Kopp behind, no balls, 1 strike. The pitch from Ertz, outside, ball 1, as the Saints infield is in on the fringe of the grass. Here in the bottom of the 7th, 2-2 ball game. One pitch from Jackson Ertz. And the squeeze attempt by the Panthers, pitched low and inside and fouled back as Kobayashi was coming down the third baseline. And now Makoa Kopp behind, 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch. It's fastball to the shortstop. Oh, unable to be handled by the catcher, Santa Maria, as it hit off the heel of his glove right before he went to try to apply the tag on Kobayashi. And E2 as the go-ahead run crosses the plate for the Panthers. So Panthers running on contact with Kobayashi at the third base line, forcing the Saints to play catch, and they could not. Good throw from shortstop Stevenson as the catcher Santa Maria was on his knees, fingers down, and the ball just hit off the heel of his glove. First pitch that Sarah sees is fouled down the right field line. So fielder's choice for Kopp as he is on at first with 1 out. Still here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Panthers now lead the Saints 3-2. So a throwing error puts Kobayashi at third by Santa Maria, and then a fielding error allows Kobayashi to score as Sayre is behind, no balls, 2 strikes. Fastball fouled down the left field line. Kolokov off and running on the pitch. He'll return back to first base. Seventh appearance for Jackson Ertz. 12 2/3 coming into this. Earned run average of 4.26. 11 strikeouts, 4 walks, 14 hits as the 0-2 pitch is hit down the left field line and the ball skips off the fence. And Sayre is dead to rights at third base, but the Panthers tack on another one. And that brings up the top of the order, Nick McClary. Oh, Nick McClary steps in, 2 outs, nobody aboard. Breaking ball high, out of the zone, ball 1. That ball in the dirt, unable to be scooped by Santa Maria. And McClary had 2 balls, no strikes. Dual pitch fastball in there called strike 1. Jackson Ertz sets at the chest. The 2-1 pitch. Fastball low and outside, ball 3. To the Panthers leadoff man, Nick McClary. Fastball bounces, hits the front of the plate as McClary hustles down to first base on the free pass. That brings up the designated hitter, TJ Wheeler. Oh, Wheeler steps in to face Jackson Ertz for the first time here this afternoon. Fastball is fouled straight back over the press box here at the U. And Ertz is ahead, no balls, 1 strike. Wheeler looking for his first knock of the afternoon, 0 for 3. Breaking ball hits the outside corner, called strike 2. The 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball outside corner, called strike 3. But the Panthers get 2 and lead the Saints 4-2. We're headed to the 8th. So top of the 8th inning here at Union Stadium. New pitcher takes the ball for the Panthers, A.J. Hillman. And he'll face 5, 6, 7 for the Saints. Adame, Poirier, and Vergara, the scheduled batters. And the first pitch off the bat into center field in front of a sliding Sayre. And one pitch, one hit. That brings up the designated hitter, Poirier. Adame aboard at first base, his second hit of the afternoon. Brings up the DH, Poirier. Poirier 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts. First pitch by Hillman to Poirier is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Fastball up out of the zone, ball 2. Hillman looks into Tweet for the sign. 2-0 pitch is ball 3, squirts away from Tweet. And Adame advances 90 feet on the wild pitch. Hillman sets the waist, checks on Adame at second, the 3-0 pitch. Fastball outside, ball 4. 5 pitches for Hillman, 2 base runners for the Saints, and that'll bring out pitching coach Deskai Bomberry. We'll be right back. Well, stepping into the box for the Saints, center fielder Alonso Vergara. Vergara 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts, squares to bunt. Hard bunt back to the pitcher. Hillman bounces off the mound. Quick throw over to McKechnie at third, and they get the lead runner, Adame. And Vergara unable to do his job and sacrifice himself for the runners. And now with 1 out, first and second, that brings up the hot hitting Santa Maria. And checks the runner at second. The pitch, fastball in there outside corner, called strike 1. So the Saints skipper Bobby Hill hoping to sacrifice his runners up. Put the 2 runs he's chasing at second and third for the hot-hitting Santa Maria, who is now behind no balls, 2 strikes, as that breaking ball is fouled down the left field line. But the hard bunt right back to Hillman, who bounced off the mound. Able to get Adame in plenty of time. at third base. And Hillman puts Santa Maria on ice as he chases the ball outside and in the dirt. Swung on a miss for the second out. Santa Maria 3 for 4 now this afternoon. That brings up Isaac Munoz, left fielder. Fastball waved and missed by Munoz. For the Panthers, you are counting outs at this point, 4 away from another W. Check on the runner at second base. The pitch, sweeping breaking ball outside, covered nicely by Tweet. Back throw, attempt on Poirier at second base. And McClary able to get there as no one for the Panthers middle infield was able to get to the base before that throw by Tweet arrived. So the runners remain first and second. 1 ball, 1 strike. To the 9-man in the order, Isaac Munoz. Munoz 0 for 1 with a strikeout, a sacrifice bunt, and a walk here this afternoon. That ball in the dirt gets by Tweet, and both runners will advance on the wild pitch. So now the tying run in scoring position at second base. And Isaac Munoz ahead 2 balls, 1 strike. Two-one pitch, waved on and missed by Munoz, and the count's even 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hillman looks into his catcher Tweet for the sign, sets at the belt. 2-2 pitch, breaking ball, weak ground ball to shortstop. McClary gobbles it up over to first baseman Sorelli in time for the third out of the inning. And the Panthers head to the bottom half of the 8th inning, still leading the Saints 4-2. Well, bottom of the 8th inning here at Union Stadium. The Panthers lead the Saints 4-2. New pitcher into the ballgame for the Saints, left-handed throwing Joseph Roberts. And he'll be called on to face 3, 4, 5 in the Panthers order: Tweet, Sorelli, and McKechnie. And the first pitch off the bat of Tweet, out to center field. Playable for Vergara as he gets the ball in. First out of the inning is recorded. One pitch, one out for Roberts. That brings up the first baseman, Sorelli. A lefty-lefty matchup, Roberts versus Sorelli. Fastball up and in, ball one. A lefty-lefty matchup, but Roberts, a left-hander, working off the third base side of the rubber. Fastball swung on a miss by Sorelli. Count even 1 ball, 1 strike. Roberts' 4th appearance of the season. 3 innings worked coming in. Seven strikeouts, 3 walks. And the 1-1 pitch is fouled out of play. And Roberts ahead of Sorelli, 1 ball, 2 strikes. So for Mission College in the top of the 9th, it'll be the top of the order: Stevenson, Galindo, and Fairweather, the scheduled batters. Roberts hoping to keep it here at a 2-run deficit for the top of his order. And fastball up, swung on and missed, and Sorelli's down on strikes. That brings up the third baseman, McKechnie. 2 away here in the bottom of the 8th inning for the 5-hitter in the Panthers order, Cade McKechnie. Change up outside, called strike 1. Panthers 4 runs on just 4 hits. That first hit did not come until the bottom of the 6th inning on a leadoff base hit bunt by Sayre. And that breaking ball in there called strike 2. McKechnie behind, no balls, 2 strikes. Roberts a slow, deliberate set. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball swung on a miss by McKechnie, and the Panthers go in order. We're headed to the top of the 9th. Panthers leading the Saints 4-2. So top of the ninth inning, Saints trail the Panthers 4-2. And the Panthers call on Cole Eigenheis to nail this one down. And the first pitch from the big right-hander is up out of the zone, ball one. So leadoff man Stevenson looking to get something going for the Saints. Fastball poured in there, strike one from Eigenheis. Eigenheis looking in for a sign, and the catcher Tweet asks for time. Now the pitch, 1-1, fouled straight back into the net, and Eigenheis ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Breaking ball misses just outside off the plate, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Eigenheis winds the 2-2 pitch. Fastball sent out to the center fielder, Sayre, who drifts back, now camps under it for the first out of the ninth inning. And the Panthers now 2 outs away. Getting back into the win column. It'll be second baseman Izzy Galindo for the Saints. So Izzy Galindo steps in to face Eigenheis. Fastball up and in, ball one. Fastball called, strike one. And the count even 1 ball, 1 strike. Eigenheis' 5th appearance of the season. 2-0 record, 11 1/3, and the fastball waved on and missed by Galindo. And Eigenheis ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Eigenheis 15 strikeouts in those 11 1/3 inning against 8 walks. 5 hits given up, 2 runs, 1 earned, ERA .79. And the off-speed pitch fouled down the right field line out of play as Tompkin gives chase and sees it land down on the cages here in foul territory at Union Stadium. Well, the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Eigenheis looks in for the sign from Tweet. Pitch up and out of the zone, ball 2. Eigenheis 2-2 pitch is a breaking ball and hits Galindo as he heads down to first base. And that brings up the right fielder, Mark Fairweather. Well, Fairweather over 3, a couple strikeouts. Did reach on a walk in the 7th. Galindo short lead at first base as Fairweather digs in. Eigenheis sets at the belt. The pitch. Fastball goes back to the screen as that one was yanked by the right-hander. And Galindo advances 90 feet. So for the Panthers, Galindo means nothing at this point with a 2-run lead. Eigenheis needs to work on the batter, Fairweather. Shadows now starting to creep across the home plate dirt here at Union Stadium. Breaking ball's in there, called strike one. Check on Galindo at second base. 1-1 pitch. Another breaking ball. Another called strike by the home plate umpire. And Eigenheis ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Breaking ball outside. Yes, says the field umpire on the appeal. And Fairweather is down on strikes, unable to hold up at that sweeping breaking ball by Eigenheis. And now 2 outs for the cleanup man, Sal Munoz. Munoz 2 for 4 this afternoon for the Saints. Breaking ball low and inside, gets away from Tweet, but Galindo didn't see it, unable to advance. One 0 pitch from Eigenheis. Off-speed pitch fouled back out of play by Munoz, and the count even 1 ball, 1 strike. Breaking ball in there, called strike 2. So the Mission Saints down to their final strike. The 1-2 pitch from Eigenheis. Breaking ball outside, blocked nicely by Tanner Tweet. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the ninth. Panthers lead the Saints 4-2. Another breaking ball, this one low on outside again. Backhanded by Tweet, and the count's full to the cleanup man, Sal Munoz. Left-handed hitting first baseman Alex Adame in the on-deck circle. But right now it's Sal Munoz, 3-2. Breaking ball sent out to right center field. That plate's 1 run for the Saints, as Sal Munoz delivers his 3rd hit of the afternoon. And the score 4-3 as Adame comes to the plate. And the Saints will have a pinch runner at first base. Number 3, Xavier Selway. Fastball up out of the zone, ball 1 to Adame. So the wild pitch proves to be a factor as the Saints cut it 2-1. Breaking ball misses outside. And Adame had 2 balls, no strikes. Adame 2 for 3 here this afternoon. Pair of singles and a walk. Eigenheis checks on Selway at first. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball outside, ball 3. Eigenheis another check on Selway at first. The 3-0 pitch. Fastball in there called strike 1 as Adame taking all the way with a 3-0 count. Three 1 pitch. Fastball up out of the zone. The free pass is issued to Adame as Selway advances to second base. The tying run now in scoring position for the Saints as the designated hitter Poirier comes to the plate. So Poirier, the designated hitter, faces Eigenheis. Now fastball up and in as Poirier plays dodgeball. One ball, no strikes. Runners at first and second. Selway, the pinch runner at second. Adame at first. Fastball outside, ball 2. Two outs here, top of the ninth. The Saints trail the Panthers 4-3. Fastball inside corner called strike 1, and Poirier did not like that call. Two 1 pitch by Eigenheis fouled straight back, and the count even 2 balls, 2 strikes. Eigenheis swaps out the ball as he heads back to the mound. Count now even 2 balls, 2 strikes. Check on the signs at second base, given by the second baseman, Makoa Kopp. 2-2 pitch by Eigenheim. Swung on and missed. Ball in the dirt. Tweet grabs it, throws down to Sorelli, and that's the ball game. Panthers win 4-3. We'll be right back for a wrap. So, final line totals first for the Mission Saints. 3 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors. For the Panthers, 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors. With the loss, the Saints fall to 2-9 on the season. Today's losing pitcher, Jackson Ertz, his record 0-2. Top hitters for the Saints. Sal Munoz, the cleanup batter, 3 for 5. Adame in the 5 slot, 2 for 3 with a pair of walks. And in the 8 spot, the catcher, AJ Santamaria, 3 for 4. For the Panthers, Tanner Tweet had a double, and Dan Sayre had a double. The other 2 singles. And in a pitcher's duel, the Panthers able to keep it close as Boatman pitched 6 strong innings for the Panthers before yielding to his bullpen and allowing the bats to finally come around and get the offense going as the Panthers scrap and battle and come away with a hard-fought 4-3 victory over the Mission Saints. The next home game for the Panthers is this Friday, February 21st, right here at the U, when they host De Anza in Game 1 of a 2-game series. Starting at 6 p.m., that 2-game series will conclude Saturday afternoon right here at the U at 1 p.m. On behalf of Sacramento City College, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in, and have a great day.